And here we are. Good evening, everyone. We've got Narrowway Farms in here and Wesley Overturf. How am I in here? Oh, because I left a message. I don't usually leave messages. Hidden Treasure Empire and Wesley Turf again. So tonight our guest is Syd and Mike from the Crouch Ranch. I had a brain fart. So let's just bring them in here. Mike and Terry are going over a little tonight, so we're going to just start anyway.
We're just gonna butt in because we threatened to steal their Wednesday anyway.
We're happy to be here with who are we with?
What's his name again?
The Vineyard Farmhouse.
Oh, yeah.
I would so deserve that, wouldn't I?
Hello.
How you doing?
How are you guys doing this evening? I see you finally made it to the table.
He did.
Yeah.
He let me get everything all set up, and then he just fashioned. He finally found pants. Everybody will be happy to know. And
but did I? Because
he did.
You can't tell.
I promise he's wearing.
No, we wouldn't know. I'm wearing a tutu.
Well,
perfect.
Yeah, they're going to go over a little bit, and they're holding those people with those giveaways.
That's all right.
Hey, Hidden Treasures Empire.
They'll mention this program as they say goodnight. So
they always do.
Yeah,
Mike and Terry are awesome.
Yeah, and I posted it on our stuff, on our socials. So we'll see.
So
TJ Homestead.
TJ Homestead.
So how's things going on at the Vineyard Farmhouse? What's going on over there?
Things are going well. I think we're going to be harvesting early this year because normally it's the first week in October, but I wouldn't be surprised if we go on the 20th of September.
Wow.
I mean, that doesn't seem like that much earlier, but it usually is. I mean, that's fairly early. And as far as that other things go, I'm drywalling in the bathroom and putting up the interior of a sunroom right now. Actually, there's 2 sunrooms that I'm working on. Today I was scraping spray foam because I spray foam the whole house myself. And you got to scrape it.
Yeah.
Get it below the stud levels. Have you ever done it?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
Cool.
It's no fun. It's got to be done.
Simply Jan Homestead is in here, and
Broken
Cowgirl Homestead, John Wiggs. No, that's John Wiggs. That's John.
Hello.
And Full Blown Country is in the house.
So how's that harvest process? Is that a couple of days, or what's that look like for you?
Once they get here, it takes about 4 days to pick everything, and then it all gets shipped to the packaging plant, and not the packaging plant, the juicing plant,
right,
where they turn it into juice, and then they ship it out to have it processed.
Those are all wine grapes?
12 Stones Ranch is in here.
Hey,
they are for jams and jellies.
Ah, my favorite.
A company you well know, but we don't talk about it online.
My favorite. We had grapes at our last place, and I'm not into making wine.
Well, we had a mix of wine grapes and table grapes.
But we
just made jelly out of everything.
Yeah. It's fun.
Yeah.
We've been talking about doing some wine this year. Concord grapes are a sweeter wine, which I'm sure you know.
I like the sweeter wines personally.
Yeah. Well, you got the Niagaras, the Catawbas, the Steubens. I love the Steubens. They're like the Concord, only they're red.
I don't know if I've ever had that.
Oh, we only have like 1 or 2 plants of it.
Oh.
Rebecca Touched by Yarn and Tish Tish Ross and family. That's Full Blown Country Mike's wife.
Ah, okay.
And caught up on that. They're just slowly coming in here. Let's see, 24 people. That probably seems like such a low number to you. 24.
Hey, you know what? It's 24 cool people that felt like sharing
mean,
a little bit of their evening with us.
I love these people. All these people are in here every week.
And I actually recently watched some videos from 12 Stones Ranch. If that's who I'm thinking it is, it's a guy. He's like probably about 30 in Texas, I believe.
He's 34.
Yeah,
he's in Texas.
yeah.
Yes, his editing skills are.
Yeah, he's got some potential.
He's doing good.
I'm digging it.
It's a good friend of mine.
You've got friends too.
Yeah, I got friends.
All right.
Just ignore him.
Seems like you get another one every day.
Right.
Hidden
That's a good ratio. That's like 365 a year.
On average.
Yeah.
Don't count leap years or.
No. Are we going by the Mayan calendar? Or?
Yeah.
It's getting to the point where you can't keep up with them.
Right.
That's true.
You find out how many friends you have when it's time for you to move. That's when you find out.
That's true.
That's when you find out who your real friends are.
You had some pretty good friends helping you too.
We did.
We did.
Wow.
We did.
We did.
You know, that totally reminded me of when we moved from California, because we had two of our uncles that we had I was trying to save these stories for after everybody got in here, but oh well. We had a U-Haul and a Ryder truck, the biggest ones they had. Because we had that old 1980s furniture, that big, we still do, that big furniture.
Yep.
Kind of closets. And my parents' bedroom suite was huge, and then we had 3 vehicles. We had 3 vehicles. So we had the 2 uncles helped, and we had my dad, and my brother could drive at that point. So yeah, it looked just like what you guys did, believe me. And we stopped at hotels. It was all planned and scheduled, and everything had to go just like that. It was like I was reliving it, I swear.
Well, and we got rid of one of our vehicles a couple of weeks before the move.
Yeah, we sold my SUV. Yeah.
I was actually I've been online shopping for vehicles this evening.
Yeah.
I found a nice flatbed F350 dually that I'm in negotiations with, and I also might have found a couple of tractors. So
that's all the money tomorrow, apparently.
I'm just like, give me a tractor, give me a tractor.
Well, you can't have a farm that size and not have those things. You would be.
No, that's true. The first purchase was a good mower, a 0-turn, but
for just the front section, obviously.
I cannot use that thing to cut, shooting lanes and to keep the pasture knocked down and drive lanes through the pasture. I mean, I need a bush hog like tomorrow.
Yep. Sure. When we first moved, when we bought the property, it came with the tractors and stuff, or at least a couple of them. We had some wagons and a couple of pieces of farm equipment that came with the farm that we negotiated. So
right.
We were pretty set, I guess, on at least having something to start out with. But it was years later, and we got the Ford tractor with the bucket, and that started making some big differences. At first,
you got to have the right equipment.
We used push mowers. At first, and we had a 1 acre cherry orchard, and it didn't get mowed every week, obviously, but we went out there and we mowed. It was out there going all the time to keep this place. And we got a goat. We got to go. Oh, we're gonna put the goat around the tree, and the goat's gonna keep the grass clear around the tree. And that was the stinkiest goat. You could smell that thing all the way to the cherry orchard.
Yeah, I brought a push mower with us, and it's actually one of those DeWalt 20V Max.
It's like brand new
battery push mowers, and I pulled up and looked at this yard and said, "Nah."
Hi, Karen.
Why did you even bring that with you?
Well, he had just bought it, and he was like, I don't know why we brought it with us, because there were some things that I was like, why don't you just sell it? But
all my tools are the DeWalt 20V Max, so
he wanted the battery. I think
it came with two 10 amp hour batteries, and in order to sell it, you have to sell the batteries with it. And frankly, the price of the mower was about what two 10 amp hour batteries would cost, and I am not getting rid of those. So I got a push mower out there in the shop.
Yeah, we've got two 0-turn Cub Cadets, so we know what that's like. Although ours has a steering wheel on them.
Ooh,
oh, really?
Yeah.
I was kind of liking at first. I was really liking the kind of like the skid loader feel, and then I tried to consume a beverage while driving, and I thought a steering wheel would be nice.
I don't think they have a conversion kit.
Well, I'm getting to where I can put one hand
on both of them.
And just kind of just rock the hand back and forth and stay pretty straight while
I was teasing him because I was like, it's like the Flight of the Navigator. You guys remember that movie from the 80s where he had to push the little disc, and that was how he flew? I'm like, that's what that thing reminds me of.
Looks to me like a rowing machine.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Could you fit the drink in that thumb that holding the thing like you were just doing?
We're gonna have to get him one
Depends
of those.
on what the drink is.
We're gonna get him one of those beer caps with the hoses to his mouth.
Oh yeah, just kind of.
Yeah. Yeah, we'll do one of those. Then you don't have to worry about it.
I'm gonna just check the chat and see if we have anybody new came in.
John Wiggs.
John Wiggs came in, and
that's the name we've been seeing a lot. Yeah.
Linda Peterson.
And Wesley over.
Everybody knows Linda Peterson, though.
And apparently she's stalking John Wiggs. So
she's stalking John Wiggs.
Oh, I don't know how to pronounce that name. Karen Herk.
Yeah, I just said hi to Karen a second ago.
Is that how you say her name?
I'm not sure about the pronunciation of her last name, but
I just stick with the first name.
I just stick with Karen when I'm not sure. That way you can't offend anybody.
I think I saw a golf cart just drive by.
A golf cart?
A golf cart.
Okay, sure.
Yeah, I was looking at golf carts. I saw a golf cart. I've been looking at the Upper Mississippi Barter and Trade page on Facebook. Looking for farm equipment and whatnot. And they have a golf cart in there that's bright pink, and it's got these big old eyelashes around the headlights. And I almost bought it for Syd.
That would be perfect. That would be perfect for your channel. Nobody would forget you if they saw this.
It's so ridiculously low profile that she would only be able to drive it on the driveway.
Oh.
So, but it was as soon as I saw it, I was like, "Oh, I'm buying that." And then I looked at it closer and looked at the price, and money doesn't grow on trees, so I moved on.
You know what you do is you get a plain one and paint it with her.
There you go.
Do a project and paint it with her. Do whatever she wants.
There you go.
We have a golf cart and a gator, and actually is pretty good having both of them. I mean, the golf cart's nice when you want to just smoothly drive to something, like from house to house. Like, of course, my mom uses that mostly, and my dad. But the gator's rough. It's louder, it's rougher, and to just drive back and forth to the house is a bit much. But for the grape work, oh my God.
Yeah, we don't really have anywhere here where we could drive the golf cart. I mean, we could drive it down to the long driveway we could drive it to the neighbor's house.
Church lunch afterwards, but that's about it.
Yeah. And we could drive it down the driveway to check the mail, but pretty much everywhere that we want to go on the property,
We need something a little
we
more
need a
rugged.
gator.
Yeah, definitely.
Well, we've always kept our yards around mowed, and we've used rollers on it and everything, so it's fairly smooth.
Yeah.
Unless I want to walk along with the camera and trip on everything.
Right.
Trying to look at the camera.
We can definitely, we have a few acres in the front yard, you know, it's kind of like a park with trees, and we could definitely drive the golf cart around there, but
well, I was thinking,
why?
It would be cool.
Pointless.
But I was thinking it would be cool to like make trails through there.
But then the grass won't grow.
Yeah, but like make a trail, like with
Get off my grass.
like with stones, like lay stone, like make a trail, like a path, like a thing, like a road.
You thought that would be cool, huh?
Yeah.
Okay, go ahead.
The golf cart doesn't mess up the grass.
Oh, you wanted me to do that?
No, I'm just saying, like, I thought it was a cool idea because you were talking about having this pass through to go to that side of the other pasture, and I was thinking about how can we make it look pretty and intentional so people would know that's where you want them to drive, and you have to lay down like not paver stones, but like those rough rocks.
Right.
What the shale? Not shale. What's the one I'm thinking of?
Shirt rocks?
No, that looks
Gravel?
like this big that you put.
If I knew what you were thinking, most of the time I would be doing so much better. I have no idea what you're thinking right now.
Oh, look who's there. Hi.
Hey, how you doing, Syd?
I'm excellent. How are you, sir?
It's fine.
It's
Nice
good to
to
see you.
see
You're
you.
looking well.
Huh?
You're looking well.
Yes. It was nice talking to you when we were shooting, dang.
Yes, I enjoyed our chat very much.
I have to say, Mike, you're a lucky guy. You're
I'm
one
aware.
lucky guy.
Thank you, sir.
Well,
Aw, I'm so glad you popped in. I heard this is your first appearance on one of Brian's lives.
yeah, well, I go to bed early.
So do I. I
Oh.
told him the same thing. I said, I'm up past my bedtime for you.
I have to do all the work around here, so I get tired.
There you go. You tell him.
Brian's just a supervisor.
That's right. He makes you work for it.
You want me to sit down?
Yeah, that's fine.
Oh, Hidden Treasure saw that. Watch the Frankie driving video.
Oh.
You caught that where she peeled out in my grass. She came
Mhm.
around through that from the pasture from the pond, and I was like, let's go down through the yard, and she just kind of, bumped the gas a little bit and in my grass.
Yeah,
All right.
it happens.
Full Blown Country is saying hi to you, Dad.
Hello, Mike. How you doing?
And there's Simply Jan's in here, and
Rebecca's in there too?
Rebecca. She
Oh.
is. I haven't.
She was in there. She said something a little while ago.
This is going to be my wonderful winter hat, Rebecca, and I thank you so much for it.
She's right there.
Every time I put my old hats on, my bonnets like this in the wintertime, pretty soon it's riding up on top of my head. But this one fits around your ears and stays right there. I love it.
I think she's heard you. There she is. Well, she was watching MT Homestead and us at the same time.
Good.
12 Stones is in here, Dad.
Byron's in here.
Yeah.
Hello, Byron.
Surprising. Don't be too surprised. Papa watches a lot of these channels.
Oh yeah, I keep an eye on all you guys.
I'll be telling him something, and he goes, "Yeah, I saw that." I'm like, "What?" Because I have a hard time keeping up with it all.
I especially like when Syd was learning to back the trailer. That was quite a
Yeah. I still need more practice.
Yeah.
Did you see theirs today? Did you see the one
No,
they
I
did
did.
today?
I've been busy all day. How could I?
He's been working. Remember,
He was working.
he's the one that does all the work.
Yeah, Brian's a slave driver.
Yeah, he's the
Right.
hardest working.
I
so
brush
can't
hogged 26 acres of grapes today, so that was quite a bit.
That is quite a bit.
26 acres of great.
all of his paneling and stuff, and I had to work in the house. I was paneling the sunroom.
Well, our stories are sort of alike, Sid and Mike. We left California, not probably for the same reasons or that, but I did. Did you tell them about?
No, I was saving that for when you got here so that we can have the discussion.
Yes.
Yeah, we were it was a recession at that time.
Yeah.
Who was the president?
Yes. Well, when we left California, because the plant that I worked at closed down, and I came to New York, back home. I'm from New York, and I'm educated at Cornell Agriculture School, and I wanted my farm. After 15 years living in California, I want to come back home and get a farm, so that's what I did. And this little guy here he was really young. And I asked him, Brian, how do you like living back here in New York? And he says, it's nice, he says, but why do we get such a big backyard? So now he knows.
Well, today I was watching their video and they were showing Frankie, their daughter, how to drive.
Oh, yeah, Frankie.
Yeah, he took her out in my truck and then in his little Honda Fit. And
she drives as good as her mom now.
Easy now. Easy now. But she's been practicing. I mean, she drives the zero turn and she can drive the quad around. And so he upgraded her to my truck first and then the go-kart of his little Honda Fit. But I feel like it should have been the other way around, but I don't know.
Hey, you know what? She did great.
Yeah,
so,
she did well.
You know, now when we go down one of our pastures, you can't get to it from here.
You have to go out on the county road.
You have to go out onto the county road and go down because there's a creek, and it would just be a lot to try to build a bridge over that creek. So you just go down the county road and go over their bridge and then turn back into our pasture. So now every time we go over to that pasture, I'm going to have her drive me over there and get a little bit of drive time. So
how many acres do you have down?
We have 45 now.
45? And how much did you have in California?
We had 0.6.
Wow.
0.64.
Yeah.
Wow.
Isn't that what we had? Well, no, they had to have more than us.
We had about a half acre.
Yeah.
Yeah. About a half
Yeah. I mean, we were lucky because ours was laid out in a way that a lot of people, when they heard how little land we had, they were really surprised.
It does look much bigger.
It does.
Yeah. And we were careful too. Like we tried to make it look not like we were trying to deceive or anything like that, but just because, there's chain link here and there's chain link here. And there, I was trying to make it look not so,
Yeah.
Yeah, we went from 0.64 to 44.6.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What a twist.
Yeah, right? I know. It's kind of funny.
So are you enjoying it there?
Oh my gosh, yes.
Loving it.
We love it. Everybody in town has been so nice and so welcoming, and the property is beautiful. I like the house more than I did initially. Now that I've lived in it, and the kitchen's actually was one of the things I was the most concerned about, because in the pictures, the kitchen looks really small. It's really not small at all. It's just the way it looked on that picture that was there. And when I got here and really looked at it, everything's built in. So like there's big, deep drawers. So all your pots and all your lids can just go in there, and everything like pulls out. So it's very well designed, and I like it a lot. So I'm very happy with the kitchen.
And see, I hardly looked at pictures of the house. I was like, show me the property.
Yeah.
Show me the creek. Show me the pond.
I mean, I was worried
show
about
me where I
that
can
too.
set up a shooting range. Show me the property.
Well, I mean, there's still things that I want to do here, but there's a lot of things that I already like about it that I don't have to change. But like there's carpet going up the stairs and in the hallway. Eventually I'm going to rip that out and redo the flooring because I don't want to deal with the carpet. and little things like that. And painting, I'll paint some. I like this wallpaper behind us. I'll probably keep that. But like the paint in the living room is kind of like a creamy yellow. I'll probably repaint that at some point. But he wanted us to just kind of move in and live here for a little bit before I started slashing walls and.
But what's interesting is, regardless of whether or not we would have done a different color paint anywhere, it's all in excellent shape.
Yeah, everything was like
this.
Well cared for.
Yeah,
yeah,
it's very well. Yeah, I mean, even like my office, the room that I'm using for my office, is kind of off the living room, and it's. I think it used to be a den before they converted it to a bedroom, but it has 2 doors, so you can come into it from 2 different directions in the house, and it has an exterior door. So I was like, okay, that's my office.
Yeah, well, that's where the fireplace was.
Yeah, the walls in there are, I guess, like an aquamarine.
They're kind of like the color of my sweater.
Yeah, maybe. But I wouldn't have picked that color. But
it's not a very manly color.
But the paint's in such great shape. The room's in such. I was like, well, I'm just going to move in and start using it, and I don't have to paint anything.
Yeah.
It's like the one room I don't clean anyway because it's his office and I don't go in there. So I clean the rest of the house, and then he's on his own to take care of his office because I can't go in there.
Right.
It's like we don't go in there.
It's a constant joke between my dad and I that when we're remodeling this house that we talk about the people who are going to own it in the future, and the first thing you're going to do is come and rip that out. Why did you do this, and why did you do that?
Well, we have some friends that are trying to put their house on the market right now, and I was telling them stop doing all that stuff. Don't paint. Don't replace carpet. Don't
just clean it up. Like make it look happy. Like stage it.
Because you're going to spend all this money on putting new flooring in, and the new buyer's not going to like that flooring. They're going to want to tear it out. Just clean.
Yeah.
That's it. Yeah.
Oh, Cindy Brown wants a fully moved in tour. I'll have to do that at some point, Cindy. I'm still not fully moved in, I feel like, though.
Pretty close.
We're close, but like my office still isn't put together, and like there's still a couple things like the garage is not put together yet. My cat's mad.
Your cat's over here screaming at you.
Yeah.
Sid's usually not asleep right now at, 9:28 in the evening. Yeah, she's been asleep for like an hour normally.
Yeah.
And the cat's like usually laying next to her. So the cat's out here yelling at her.
Like,
what are you doing?
Yeah.
How did it affect you with the time change? 2 hours difference, right?
Yeah, it is. It was a little weird because we were doing that 3.5 day drive, and the 2 days preceding that, we were up and way off schedule because we were packing until, like almost midnight, I think it was both nights. The one night I didn't get to bed till like 1. I took like a nap, and then we got up and drove the next day.
Yeah.
So it didn't really give me a chance to get off with the time change, but I was very jet lagged in the sense that I had not had sleep for way too many days in a row. So I really did crash hard when we finally had some, like once our friends left that had helped us move out here. I told him, I was like, I need 1 day because I did all the driving. I was like, I need 1 day to like sleep, which didn't really happen, but I got a little bit more sleep that day, so it was a win.
How large was your caravan coming across country?
About the same as ours.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was like 1,900 miles.
Yeah, we had one U-Haul, one truck pulling a horse trailer, and
then the Honda.
Yeah, so it was three vehicles, and a couple of our buddies came with us.
Yeah. And then we had the big shipping containers, but they brought those later.
Yeah. I know.
And that got there just fine, right?
Yeah.
You
were talking about putting those Apple, what are they called again?
Air tags.
Yeah.
Yeah.
She did put air tag in it.
And it's funny because I had other people, because I thought, I'm going to get like slammed for this idea. People are going to say I'm so stupid for it. But I was like, I don't know, it might work. And a couple other people said, yes, that works. I've done it. And I was like, cool. And then now I put it on Frankie when she gets on the bus. And so I can track her when she goes to school. So I know where she is.
She's called the Big Brother tag.
It's not a bad idea to put one in their backpack when they're sent off to school.
Right. So now I'm like, I can tell exactly where the bus is, like when they're on their way back. So
Well, the school's already started there, huh?
Oh yeah, they started. Let's see, we got here on like July 25th. Her first day of school was August 5th.
Really?
So they start early here, yeah.
Yes.
But apparently they finish in May. But apparently, like if the weather is bad, they cancel school if there's even the thought of bad weather. So I think it's like they have a lot of snow days.
Yeah, I think they probably they have a little bit. They have a week and a half or 2 week longer school year, but they wind up losing those days mid-year.
Well, but they do get out earlier. They get out in May.
No.
So I don't know.
Ours usually started the week after Labor Day.
That's how I always started too.
Lazy Day says you're gonna have to start working on your southern drawl.
I feel like it comes and goes. Like I can hear it sometimes when I'm talking to people.
There it is.
And then
sometimes.
Oh, see, but then other times, yeah.
It depends on who you spend a lot of time around. Like on Sundays.
Yeah.
On Sundays, so after church, we wind up going over to the neighbor who a whole bunch of a whole big family goes there, and there's like 20 people there, and we have lunch with them and chat with them for a couple hours, and then I can hear both Syd and Frankie saying y'alls and having a little draws for an hour or two. And then she talks to her friends on the phone.
Oh yeah,
and then she's right back to, oh yeah, so like this one time.
Yeah, my girlfriend from California calls me, and I'm like, right back to East County. Yeah, that's true.
Well,
I don't remember having an accent. I don't remember that, or anybody even saying anything about us having an accent when we came back here.
I don't think we have an accent.
Well, I asked Ridge Life because I'm from up north, and all these people were from Oklahoma and Texas and everything. I asked him, does it sound like I have an accent? He goes, it sounds like you have an absent.
I'd like to have an accent because it seems like everybody enjoys their accent. The way they talk, they enjoy it.
Right.
Well, see, and to me, like in your voices, I can hear how my dad spoke, and he grew up in Pennsylvania.
Mm-hmm.
And so there was a certain way that and I can't duplicate it, but there was a way that he enunciated and the way he said certain words. The way you guys talk reminds me of that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Huh. So whereabouts are you guys in New York?
We were right along the lake on Route 90. And
you know where Buffalo is?
I could probably find it on a map. I did not know that grapes were a thing there.
Oh yeah, there's a grape belt is running pretty much from Cleveland to.
Yeah, they have grapes in Ohio and southern shore of Lake Erie from past south of Lake Erie or west of Lake Erie all the way to almost to Buffalo.
Oh,
is a grape belt, and a lot of grapes here. And when in the fall, when the grapes start to ripen, you drive down the road and you smell grapes for 50 miles.
See, when I think of New York, like if somebody says New York to me, the first thought that comes to my mind is trout fishing. Even though I've never been trout fishing in New York.
That was not where I thought you were going with that.
No, that's not where I thought you were going.
Even though I've never gone. I mean, some people think New York, they think coastal New York and the big city.
They think pizza, and
but New York has beautiful, beautiful woods and streams and
lots of places to hide bodies.
When I used to really be into trout fishing, I would look at all these different options for places to that eventual destination trout fishing trip. New York was always at the top of the list, and I never went. There's still time, but that's what I think of when I think of New York. I think of fall in upstate New York with the leaves turning and the brown trout spawning. And one of these days, that'll be me for a weekend.
You'll come up to New York and you will enjoy it.
For a weekend or for a week, but that's about it. Yeah, because I don't want to be there when it gets cold.
And we have the Finger Lakes. They're in the center of the state, and they're long finger lakes. I call them Finger Lakes, but they are so deep. At least one of them I know of that they used to test submarines in that water was so deep.
Wow.
That's how the glaciers gouged out, and so.
Huh.
And of course, Cornell University is at the end of the Ithaca Lake. And it's a beautiful state.
Yeah, like I said, I've never been into the areas of New York that I think are the most beautiful that I eventually want to see someday. I don't want to go to New York City at all.
But that's only 2% of the state.
Right. Exactly.
as far as square miles go.
It's just like what people would say about California too. Like they'll say like, oh, they just think of LA and San Francisco. And
there's beautiful mountains in
there's a lot
California.
Of agriculture and
beautiful trout streams up in the Eastern Sierras.
And that's what everybody's asked us since we moved. Like every time, I'll be like today I was with my friend Beth, and she was introducing me to people at the church, and she was like, yeah, they just moved here from California, and everybody looks like, how'd you find this place?
Right.
Like,
how'd you go from California to this town in Mississippi?
Yeah, it was teeny tiny town. So it's like, why? And it's like, well, that's where we lived before, was a teeny tiny town in California, a little farming town. But now we have more freedoms here, and they're not, it's just better.
You guys were very strategic as to how you picked out where you're going to live. I thought that was cool.
Yeah.
We really went down to the zone, not a state, but a zone.
Yeah. It was a big move, and we had to make sure that we really looked at it, and we didn't want to narrow ourselves to just a small area to where because at that time properties were just disappearing. They would hit the market and they were gone. They would hit the market and they were gone. And we were worried, what's going to happen if we just look at one little area and there's nothing there, or it's there and then it's gone. So we tried to look at a little bit broader. And when we found this place, it was it ticked all the boxes of our wish list, essentially, of what we wanted. And we were like, okay, this is and it was funny because initially Rory and Barry, they were the owners, and they were doing a for sale by owner. And they were so sweet because, initially they were like, Mike talked to Barry, and he's like, yeah, I'm from Tennessee originally, and, all of that. And he was like, my wife's not sure about, you guys from California and all this. And then, she Googled us, and she found our channel, because we're not like, oh, hey, we're YouTubers. We don't do that. Right. And so she found us, and she watched some of our videos, and she told Barry there was another bid in on the house. And she told Barry, go with the couple from California. I like them. I want them to have it at the house. They should be here. So the YouTube channel was actually what got us the house in the end. And we were afraid it was what was going to lose us the house, because people were going to think we weren't serious. So I thought that was kind of funny.
So what does the property not have that you really wish it did have?
Oh, gosh. It would have been nice if there was some animal structures here already. So those are things we're going to have to build pretty quick. There's no chicken coop. There's no barn. Things like that are going to have to go up sooner rather than later. But it had a storm shelter. It had the workshop. It had some of those things already, which was good. Which is why we had to do the dog kennel for some of my birds, because there was no coop. There was no nothing.
Really, the only box that didn't get checked was
animal structures.
Yeah.
One of my things, of course.
Yeah, but fortunately, you could do it the way you want to do it, and what
right.
So
there is that. It just means that it's going to be longer before I can start acquiring and eating my babies.
I had to go get some more grape juice.
Yeah.
Grape.
Made with real corn.
Yeah, made with grape juice, made with real corn.
Yeah.
Let's take a moment to congratulate MT Homestead on their 3,000 subscribers or family members.
Yes.
Good job.
There's Mike and Syd.
I was in there while they were setting up. trying to win some soap and then trying to win a cap, and I did not win. But I think we're going to probably wind up buying some of their soap anyway because I want to try it out.
Well, you got a bottle of vodka or vanilla that'll last. You'll have to will that to Frankie.
What's that?
That bottle of
Oh, I totally.
That's right. You told me.
I forgot about that.
Yeah, he told me. He's like, I won something, but
I never emailed him.
I forgot about it. I didn't email him.
I never emailed him.
He's terrible about that.
Well, you better. Well, he's right here.
I totally forgot about that.
So what does he have to do? He's got to email you?
Yeah, I wrote down the email address.
Okay.
I have to email. There's a whole bottle of vanilla, like pure vanilla extract for cooking.
Oh my God, I need that.
And I never emailed him.
I have some that I got in California by a gal that made it herself, and it's like the best homemade vanilla. And I'm like, I'm getting low, and I'm like,
oh, the soap is from J&T Homestead.
Life with Belinda and Chuck.
Okay, I missed the beginning of your show. Actually, I popped in there.
That's why I was like, I don't think Terry made the soap. That's why I was like, what?
I popped in there because they were in here setting up and going through some stuff, and I was still Facebook messaging with a guy
without pants.
Who I was trying to buy without pants.
The guy might have had pants on.
Why you got to bring that up?
I know.
I was trying to buy a tractor, and I was waiting on him to message me back, and I knew you guys were still doing a live. So I popped in and I was watching your live while I was trying to buy a tractor, and then you were giving soap away. So I mistakenly assumed that you had made the soap. So I appreciate the clarification because I didn't know you guys sold soap.
Well, they don't.
Now I know you don't.
Yeah.
Rebecca,
Touched by Yarn, is asking you if you want one of these hats.
Oh, I love that. Okay.
Oh, I want one that looks exactly like that because that right there is a deer hunting hat. Hold that up again. Let me see that.
Yeah.
Oh, that's perfect. That's deer season colors right there.
We got to email Rebecca. Well, thank you, Rebecca. That is so sweet. I will.
Because I got this spot right up here where I lose a lot of heat.
Yeah.
In the wintertime, a lot of heat just disappears right there.
Yeah. Well, that'll keep you warm. That's for
I'll
sure.
tell you, these hats are hot because I've worn them on a couple of these live chats just to show the hat off, and I'm sitting there take it off, it's hot, but it's
I don't know what percentage of your body heat is lost through the top of your head, but I'll tell you this: when you're out in the cold, it's a lot. If you don't have a good cap on your head, you get cold fast.
Yes.
So she's asking you what colors. Well, she didn't ask you, but I know what the drill is. That she can't get a word edgewise.
Green.
I'm gonna want to wear it when I'm hunting.
So like green.
Okay, what color do you want?
Pink.
She wants pink.
Of course.
Hot pink. You want
whatever
hot
shade of pink she feels like artistically that she wants to. Yeah, I love pink. So anything pink, I'm good. Yeah.
Touched by Yarn. That's awesome.
So
Touched by Yarn. Let's go look at her channel. Let's see here.
Hi, the Gypsy
I want to
Souls.
see it. Touched by Yarn. I'm watching.
He's watching.
I'm watching us on here so that so we got another viewer, but I'm gonna bounce out of here and I'm gonna go check out Touched by Yarn.
Oh no, my ratings.
There go the ratings.
He's gonna go find her channel now.
Now Rebecca is more about doing for people than she is. She doesn't care about the monetization of her channel or anything like that. At least that's what she told me. She just cares about the community, and she loves to make these hats, and she makes blankets.
Those hats are amazing.
No, that's a beautiful hat.
Yeah.
And those knitted caps are they're really good.
Yeah.
They're really good when you're outside.
Oh, there we go.
Oh, there you go. That looks
thick.
Makes me look like Grumpy.
That looks thick. I mean, that thing is warm.
It is.
You wear your green one when you're dopey, and you wear that one when you're grumpy.
And I've never liked beanie hats because I always thought I looked like a nerd in them. And I probably still do, but at least I look like a funny nerd.
First of all, I really don't care what I look like when I'm cold.
He looks good in them.
I've got a couple of them. I've got a Duck Dynasty one that I think I bought it because
I got it for you.
Yeah, or whatever. I got it because it was Duck Dynasty and I was into them at the time. But it's super thin,
Cindy.
and it's not very warm.
Yeah.
And I have another one that is really warm, but it's tore up. So
Toe up.
yeah.
Yeah.
I'm looking forward to a handmade one. That will be my favorite one, without
I'm gonna
question.
have to put it. I'm gonna sew an Apple AirTag.
Whoa,
into
it
the
gets
top
better.
so
Hold
we
on.
can't lose it.
Hold on. This gets better.
What?
Rebecca, scroll up. Touch by Yarn donated 30 hats to our homeless ministry over this last winter.
Oh.
Who posted that? I lost the
I'll find
feed.
it. It's right
So
there.
she's putting all this
Altruistic
hard
Farmstead.
labor into making these hats, and she's not even selling them all to put money in her pocket. She's donating them to homeless. So, wow. Cheers to you.
That's
Rebecca, you sound like an awesome soul.
I can't read.
Oh, MT Homestead says you look like you should be out on one of those lobster boats off the coast of Maine, Brian, with that cap on.
Nice.
I guess I know what my next career is going to
The
be.
Long John Silver fisherman.
When I run out of content here, I can go off and be a lobster
There you go.
hunter or whatever they call it.
A lobster hunter.
Lobster hunter. First of all, I don't recommend it.
I'll be hunting lobster.
A little bucket of drawn butter and goes here, lobster.
I don't think you're mentally prepared for that job, so you should just move on.
probably down at the local
Well-
supermarket.
The stupidity of it would make it for a pretty good channel.
Where are you going? I'm going lobster hunting. Okay, cool. Can I go? No, I'll stay here.
Oh, man.
Out on the range.
Oh, thank you, Treasure Hunter. They said congratulations on our new property. Thank you. Appreciate that.
We're loving it. We're blessed. It's
The
amazing.
Gordon's Fisherman. That's what I was thinking of. Thank you, Cindy.
Oh.
Yeah.
Let's see. Does Touch by Yarn have a Cash App or a PayPal that we can send some money so she can
To
get
get
more
more
yarn
yarn.
to help her ministry? Can we focus on that? Can we try to get an answer to that? And because I love that idea, and I'd actually like to send some over there myself. That's an awesome cause, and I think that people that want to support that should be able to.
Cool. Let's see if she.
Let's see if she
Well,
chimes in.
we'll see if she answers. Is she still in here? Well,
Cindy Brown can find out.
Cindy
I'll tell you that
Brown-
right now.
Cindy Brown will be.
It doesn't matter. It doesn't
Cindy
matter.
Brown can find out anything.
It doesn't matter. I have her phone number. I could ask her anything.
Perfect.
That's true. Yeah. Oh, there she is. I cannot do PayPal or Cash App because she's on disability. I see.
All right, we're gonna work on a workaround
We'll figure
for
it
that,
out.
and we'll get back to you, Rebecca.
Yeah. Like maybe there's a way like we set it up and then we ship the yarn to you.
We're not
like,
gonna
we buy
we're not gonna
stuff.
share it with the IRS right now, but we're gonna come up with a workaround.
Yeah.
Off camera.
Yeah.
So when a truck pulls up,
That's right.
Yeah.
like a 20-foot
Yeah, I love what you're doing.
box truck pulls up and dumps out yarn, you'll know why.
Right. Yeah.
When 84,000 pile on top of you, you'll find out.
Oh, she can do gift cards.
Perfect.
Okay.
All right.
So that's something. Okay.
Yeah, we'll figure out how to work that into one of our lives here.
Oh,
soon.
that's a really good idea. Cindy Brown says if she sets up a Amazon wish list of yarn, then we can all just buy it and send it to her.
That's a good idea too. We got some ideas going
Okay,
here.
we're going,
All
yeah.
right.
Altruistic Farmstead is also a channel that does great things for people who are the hungry. They feed the hungry in their local churches and all kinds of stuff. So if you want to put your link up there, Altruistic Farmstead,
Do.
I'll put it up so people can see it.
Please do. In fact, what Frankie and Syd were actually
That's what we
over
did
at.
today.
They were
Yeah.
over at not even at our church actually. They were over at the other
Methodist church.
Methodist church, putting food boxes together this
Well, they
afternoon.
already put the food box. Well, that's not true. I had to make the food bags, but then we were handing them out. So today was pickup day. So they would come in and then they ask when you come in, do you want to be prayed over? And some people will say yes, and then some people will say no, and then they get their box and we take it out to their car for them.
I'll tell you, anybody that's taken, life is short. There are only so many hours, so many days, so many minutes in this little tiny trip that we call life. And when you're taking any of those minutes and selflessly giving those to someone else, you're a person. And I want to help you with your cause if I can, because that's just important. And we need to take that time, regardless of whether or not we have that time. We need to make that time, because you go to bed feeling really good, when you did something to help somebody else. And I appreciate it when I see people doing that.
It's better than kicking puppies.
It is. It's so much better than kicking puppies. Yeah. Why would you?
I have a mail call I want to do real quick before, I want to do it now. And, Mike from...
You got me a pocket knife? That's great.
That's Mike, awesome. Full Blown Country, and his daughter, Tish's daughter and his daughter, they did a lot of people have already seen this. I saw that. This was absolutely, I saw this out of the corner of my eye and I says, that can't be Mike. Could it be?
Pew, pew, pew.
Oh.
Pew, pew, pew.
Copyright. All right.
Copyrights, I can't show the music. But just go check it out yourself on his channel. As funny as heck. I've watched it on a loop for quite a while.
Yeah, you pour yourself the right grape juice made out of corn, and that could be really entertaining.
Yeah. And I got a package from them.
And you have not opened it yet?
Nope, I got it last week, and I was going to open it on this live.
Oh, this will be fun.
I also have them. I wasn't going to wait that long, but I have them on the 7th. I've had Mike on before, but he's going to come on with his wife this time.
When things get scary.
That's when he'll either be quiet.
Pooch and Pretty show. No, they already do their show. In fact, tomorrow night is their live at 7:00. Full Blown Country with Pooch and Pretty.
I don't think
all right. They got me the one I wanted. That's the color I like.
What do you got there?
I met him at the last meetup.
Is that a hat too?
Yeah, hat too. Wow.
Oh, nice. There you go.
A nice hat.
I found my Full Blown Country shirt from the meetup. When I was unpacking, because I've been cycling through on Friday, so I'll have to wear mine on Friday during our live.
How you like that on me, Mike?
Hey, that looks pretty good.
There you go.
All right. That's nice.
I'll wear it.
Let's see. Where is he? Is he still there? That was a video from way back. Oh, it's an old video? I thought
you video from way back.
I don't know. It just popped up for me this week too, so it must have gotten traction somewhere and gotten popped.
I thought he was moving way too easy. He must have been younger. Because he was like pew pew pew.
Where's Hadesburg?
Hadesburg.
Oh, that's in Mississippi.
Oh, okay. So she's talking Life with Blenda and Chuck. From Purvis, which is just below Hadesburg.
So they're like further south.
Yeah, I don't know a lot of Mississippi yet. I'm still working on it. I know where Jackson is. That's pretty far south from us. And then I know where like Tupelo and Starkville, Mississippi State, right? Starkville, is that what they call that town?
That's not how you're supposed to pronounce it, but yes.
All right. I know where Mississippi State is.
Starville is how they call
it.
Starville.
Yeah, I'm still learning where all the big cities. There are no big cities in Mississippi. I'm still learning where the towns are in Mississippi.
So what were your temperatures today? And are they starting to go down?
They are,
Yeah.
yeah. It was probably
It was 80 something at the hottest point today.
yeah. It was quite cool and
It wasn't
not
as
humid.
Yeah, it wasn't
Yeah.
as humid.
Oh,
It was really nice.
It was humid like crazy today, but it was probably about 75, 76.
77 it was,
Yeah.
Yeah, we got another good front coming in. I think we're supposed to start getting some pretty
Some
heavy
rain
rain about
tonight.
3 in the morning.
Yeah.
And I think we're going to get rain for the next 3 to 5 days. So,
Yeah.
which is great. You know,
I'm just looking to see if Altruistic Farmstead put that link up.
Well, Syd
No.
and Mike, it was nice to see you, Mike.
it was nice. It's
It
nice
was
to see
nice
you.
to see you
I'm gonna
too.
say it was nice to meet you.
Enjoy
Even though-
yourself.
Yeah.
I hope you enjoy yourself on your farm down there, and I know you will. And God bless you. And God bless all of our friends out here making comments. And I can't see because my vision from here, I can't see the comments, but I'll go through them and I'll see what everybody has to say. And I want to wish you a good evening. And I'm going to go home now and rest up for tomorrow.
Thank you, sir. It was great to meet you. God bless you. I look forward to meeting you in person. That's going to happen at some point. Do you trout fish?
No.
We can change that.
I gave up trout. I gave up fishing when I was very young. My brother took me down to the fishing hole with his friends and set up the poles and made me sit there while they went down the river playing and having fun. And I said, that's enough for me. So, okay. Good night, all.
Have a good night.
Thank you for coming by tonight. It was good to see you.
See you in the morning, Brian.
Okay. Thanks for
We're honored that he was that we were his first YouTube appearance
For a live, yeah.
for a live. Yeah. So
Yeah, well,
Brenda
Sid,
just mentioned the Macs are south of us in
Mhm.
Mississippi. I'm actually I've been watching their channel a lot.
what's that?
The Macs, yeah. I think they're relatively new on most people's radar because their channel started blowing up just recently, but a lot of good content there. So no reason to plug them. I have no idea who they are. I'm just saying they're somebody who I actually like right now. So there's that.
Well, I don't think I was ever with Syd and my dad when they were talking to each other.
No, you
They
weren't.
both came to me and told me what a great conversation they had. So I figured I would get them on here tonight because,
No, that was awesome to get to see him.
yeah. Full Blown Country also
We
did
must
it.
have talked for an hour that night. I swear we did.
Yeah. There's a lot of people I talked to for quite a while.
Yeah.
Like Full Blown Country and my dad talked for a good hour, I think. And so
Yeah, your dad was making the rounds.
yeah, he was passing out those buttons like candy.
Yep.
I don't even have one with me to say what I was.
Hey, if he was having fun, that's awesome.
What's that?
If he was having fun, that's great.
He did. He didn't watch any videos or anybody's channel before we left. And I suggested that he go with me about 2 or 3 months before. And I didn't think we'd be able to both go because, got stuff going on. Mike's video came up. And one day he said, I might consider going to that. I'm sure we could swing it. I want to go. So I said, yeah, let's go. Let's do it. And it was so great because my dad and I had never been able to have that. It's funny I say this because we work together every day, but a vacation like that and to be in the car with each other for all those hours went fast because we just talked and talked and talked and talked the whole way. By the time we got going back home, silence.
I was gonna say, there's nothing left
We
to say.
talk to each other so much.
That's a good place to get to. If you can get to that point with somebody that you've known your whole life,
Yeah.
it was a good day.
That's how it is for us sometimes. Like when we're excited on our way to something, and then you're tired because you don't sleep while you're there and you're busy doing stuff. And then on the way home, it's just like crickets in the car because everybody's exhausted and you ran out of things to say to each other for the next 5 hours or whatever, Yeah. I get that.
But we stopped it. We took 3 days to get home, which would have taken
From where?
2 normally. But we wanted to stop at certain places. We wanted to drive for like 7 hours, and then we had plans to stop at. He had a childhood high school friend that he had, and it ended up working out that his friend lived close enough to my friend that I had in southern Columbus, Ohio. And so we stopped there and we spent the day with them, and we had a blast. And they're both artists in their own rights. She makes cakes, and beautiful cakes. And if you want to watch that video, everybody, it is kind of an interesting little video. And my other friend, he makes barn quilts. Most people go, what's a barn quilt? Is they staple a quilt up on the barn? No, they're actually paintings. And they're actually, you'll see them once in a while on those old barns. They'll have this barn art up in the peak of the barn. On the outside, you'll see them from the throughways and stuff like that. So it's pretty cool. So,
MT. Good night, MT. Congratulations again.
thanks for
Congrats.
stopping.
Yeah, absolutely.
You do so much for this community, and we congratulate you on your 3,000. And
That's awesome.
We'll be there for your 4,000 and your 5,000 and your 100,000.
Yeah, Hidden Treasure just said that they subscribe to the Max. So hey, do me a favor. Go in there and tell them the Crouch Ranch sent you. They have no idea who I am. I've not reached out to them yet. But just go ahead and just say, hey, Crouch Ranch sent me.
I never said hi to Beth Cornett. Hi, Beth Cornett.
Hello, Beth.
Oh, JB
How are you?
Conway, yeah. Deep South
And-
Homestead is
and
another good one with Wanda and Danny. Yep. We've been watching them and chatting with them a little bit too.
So I have a question for everybody that's in here right now. Have all of y'all smashed that like button?
Yeah,
In
smash
here and smash that like button.
now.
Who are we with?
Oh, that guy? That guy?
I don't even remember what channel we're on.
Ryan?
Vineyard something or another.
Ryan?
Yeah.
I totally stumbled on their name when they first came in, when we first started.
I totally saw your face, like you went
My
deer.
brain totally froze. I've been saying it, typing it, and everything all day long, and I couldn't say it.
And I saw like the sheer panic on your face, and we were like, we got to screw with him.
I felt this moment. See, as once upon a life, when I was a younger man and had more hair and less stomach, I was a lead singer for a country rock band. And once in a blue moon, there was this moment where you get through the intro and you're about to just throw those first words out, and you have no idea what song you're even singing. The words are not there. I know that feeling, and I saw that in your face, and I said, oh, we got to mess with him.
I actually wrote a song. Maybe you can sing it with me someday.
Sure. I used to be a songwriter. I probably still am. I just only do it in the shower and don't write it down anymore.
I can't sing. It was just a ditty. It's not a song. It's a ditty. It's called "She Likes My Beard," and it's more comical than it is because I like I said, I can't sing. So it's funny that I can't sing and I'm trying to.
I love it.
It could be fun.
It is fun. Oh, and another one. My wagon wheel fell off. Go check those out in my videos. I want to say that 9 Acres Family Farms is my next week's. I'm not saying goodbye. I just want to make sure that that we get this in before we hang up.
You're fine.
9 Acres Family Farms is next week, so check it out on that. Check out on that.
I've been chatting with them. They're cool.
They are, and you know what? I have something in common with them too. They go to farmers markets, and that's what I did a lot of when I was a kid.
Nice.
Up to graduating high school, even. And then the next week, I mentioned this already again, but I'm going to do it. I said it already. I'm going to say it again. Full Blown Country with his wife Tish. I'll have them on as Pooch and Pretty. I had him by himself. He was my second guest, but I'm going to have him again because I want to have Tish too. And they work so well off of each other. I love watching their lives, and I want everybody to start checking them out because I think they're going to be happening.
Right
and bring their subscriptions up because they want to get to the point where they can have their community tab. Okay.
Oh, you don't get a community tab now?
Till when?
They keep changing stuff.
What do you have to do to get the community?
You have to have 500.
Okay.
Oh, okay.
All right.
So they're at he jumped because he was at 240 something. Now he's to 248. So he's moving. I think that little skit that he put out today was helping him out a little bit.
Yeah.
He's a character, and so is Tish. Everybody loves them.
Well, I want to ask you a question. I want to put you on the spot, actually.
No.
In front of, what do we have, 43 people right now?
Yeah.
So
I'm scared.
You got some Photoshop skills. You do some characterization images.
Well, I can't take credit for that. That is an app that does that.
Oh.
But as far as putting it all together with my logo and the text and all that stuff, you do that.
So we have not officially announced this yet, but can we announce this to 43 people?
I don't see why not.
So we actually are starting another channel in a couple of weeks called Sipping and Spilling. And it's just going to be us sitting down, talking, unedited about whatever's going on right now.
Kind of behind the scenes.
We're going to be sipping and spilling what's going on.
Yeah.
And I really want to, I would like you to consider doing like a characterization image of us for our logo for that.
I had somebody do my logo. Clean up the logo itself. Yeah, I went to college for art and everything, and I did the computer graphics, but that was 30 years ago. And when I went to go do my own logo, I don't even have my own logo sitting around.
So how did you do the picture that you did for today's thumbnail of us? That cartoon character picture of us.
It's an app.
Caricature. Yeah.
It's called New. Let me type it in. It'll show up immediately.
You have to figure out how to download an app.
Yeah, so we just did our first spill for Sipping and Spilling. We just spilled the fact that Sipping and Spilling is coming.
That's true.
Full Blown Country likes it. Sipping, because we're in the sippy. We're in the sip right now. So we're gonna be sipping in the sip and spilling what's up.
It's newprofilepic.com.
New profile pic. All right, I'm gonna just text that to myself. Oh, we just lost a viewer because I had to bounce out for a second.
I can also send it in the messenger.
Yeah, there you go.
Yeah, that works too. Very cool.
Don't download it. Just screenshot the stuff. Screenshot it.
With EMZ? What's EMZ?
What?
Belt loop.
Sipping and Spilling with EMZ.
I don't know what EMZ is.
I don't know what that is either. Sorry.
Country.
Belt Loop 29.
It's still on sub number 2. I already found the channel that you made.
Oh,
I love it.
no,
Yeah,
it's not
so
us. It's not EMZ. So
Yeah.
the channel I made today, like literally 6 hours ago, is sipping apostrophe and spilling apostrophe. That's it.
Yeah.
There you go.
But
So
it
try
is
again,
that.
Belt Loop.
Oh, you got apostrophes and stuff in there, and people have to type that in on the chat.
Right.
They have to-
It's making it hard for them.
Yeah.
especially us dyslexics. So how long have you been doing your channel? How many years?
Oh gosh.
5?
Probably.
I think, okay, so we bought the place in 2015.
Yeah, but then we didn't well.
And I think I posted the first video in like 2016.
Yeah, but then we didn't post anything for like a while.
But we didn't really have a channel yet. I
Yeah.
mean, we created a channel and posted a video,
But
but
there
I
was-
don't.
We didn't start seriously posting stuff until about 3 years ago.
It was about 2018. I think it
Mm.
was. I think it was 2018 when we were like, okay, let's see what happens here, and we started posting videos.
Well,
I'd have to go back and
I
look.
would think it was because when I took over doing like the editing and stuff and kept us on a schedule. Before that, it was super sporadic.
Oh, so you don't count when I was doing it half-assed. You only count when you were doing it for
Because it
real.
was half-assed. Yeah, that's accurate.
You know, I
Somewhere
looked,
between.
Yeah, so it was around 2019. It was around
I looked
2019.
at your first video, and I couldn't put out my first video was a joke. I'm like sitting there going, you know, trying to think of the words to say, like trying to figure out your name when I started.
Belt Loop 29. I don't think I can post the link.
Yeah, I don't know how you can.
Because I don't know how to do that, and Cindy Brown might not be able to find it.
Because there's like nothing there yet.
She can find anything, but there's nothing there yet.
Yeah, there's like literally nothing.
So I appreciate you wanting to be in early on it, but I don't know if we can find the link. If anybody can, Cindy can.
Well, can I type?
But you can
on
try.
there? I don't know. Will it let me type something here?
We're about to find out.
I can't. It won't let me type.
Yeah, we're in.
We're in the show.
We're in the show. We're not allowed to
We're
type.
not allowed to type.
I don't know what Belinda and Chuck are laughing about.
It's probably going to be really hard to find it because
Trying to
YouTube
find-
makes it really hard to find channels that don't really have anything going on. And it doesn't have it. I created it, but there's nothing on it yet. So it's probably going to be really hard to find. But it is SIPPIN apostrophe,
I'm gonna find the link.
then the symbol and, then spillin, SPIILLIN apostrophe. So, but in the next couple of weeks, we're actually going to get a logo on there and post our first video. So it's going to be a whole different concept. We really enjoy watching some of the channels that we watch on their secondary channels. They just sit down. There's no editing. They just talk about what's going on, what happened, what's going to happen with it. And we thought, we should do that. So that's what it's going to be. Sid's over here trying to find it.
I'm trying to find it, but it's hard because there's nothing there. So I'm trying.
Yeah, sipping and spilling. The way you just wrote it, Belt Loop,
Yeah,
that's it.
We're never gonna find it though.
But YouTube's going to make it hard to find
You
it.
cannot find it.
Because when you try to search a new channel in YouTube, it sends you to every other channel out there that's already established that might have a little bit of keyword resemblance to that. But it's really hard, even when you put the exact name in, to find a brand new channel that has had no traffic yet. So
yeah, and I didn't get an email or anything.
Maybe
not
you should
sure why they do it that way.
just do a 30-second introduction video.
Yeah, we'll do that probably over the next week or so. So
And share it on the Vineyard. That's another thing. I have a Facebook group called the Vineyard Farmhouse as well. Any one of you people are welcome to share your videos on that and get your channel out there and familiar with, so other people can be familiar with you. And so does Full Blown Country and and well, a lot of these channels do, but those are the ones I can think of right now.
Well, we weren't really actually planning on announcing that channel tonight. We just decided
Mike set it up, so
we just decided to bring it up.
Yeah.
But it wasn't. We weren't ready to announce it, so we hadn't posted anything on there yet. But then I was thinking, I was just thinking about, that the logo or the thumbnail that you made, and I was like, oh well, it'd be cool if we had a thumbnail that had kind of that characterized look to it. So then, boom, we spilled the beans. We were spilling the beans on the sipping and spilling.
Well, we could definitely come up with something if you want me to help you with some ideas. If I can't actually come up with a picture similar to that's what you like, or you want it more cartoonish?
I'm not sure, but I really like that cartoonish concept for a brand of this channel is about us just spilling the beans, right? I just think that feels good. Right?
Okay. Yeah. No, I think it looks cool, so I'm good with it. So
yeah, Mike was sipping and decided to start spilling the beans.
Yeah, basically.
That's what happened. I was drinking some grape juice. Grape juice.
Yeah.
Made out of corn.
No, it is, but Luke, he's saying how hard it is for like small channels to find them and stuff. It really is. Like sometimes like somebody will say like, oh, come check out my channel, but they don't leave me a link, and I will search it and search it and search it, and I cannot find it because YouTube really does bury them. And I'm like, I want to go check out their channel, but they only have a couple hundred subscribers, so it won't let me see it, which is frustrating.
Why won't it stay there? Keeps wanting to go away. I did my using that same app. I did mine. So I mean, there's several variations you can do if you want.
So how often does somebody ask you to be a Santa Claus?
Never, but I did take pictures of me as Santa Claus. There's a little video clip on my channel.
I'm surprised nobody hits you up like every December.
Right.
Well, I've only had the beard for the last 2 years. I've had long beards before, but this is definitely the longest I've ever done it.
Mm. See, and I've only known you with the beard.
Yeah. I can't. Once I reach a certain point and I start playing with it too much, I cut it off.
Yeah, he gets really gropey with it, like all the time,
and then I cut it off.
Yeah.
kind of like Maddie from.
Oh yeah.
I can't think of anybody's name.
Backwards mindset.
Backwoods
mindset. Yeah.
When I did the live with him, he just was like,
yep.
The whole time.
Well, I get real conscious about it. I try to remember to stop doing it, but I catch myself doing it a lot, and I'm like, hey, hands off the beard, man.
Yeah. Gotta fluff it.
I was gonna chop it off after shoot dang it, but I don't know. It's just kind of too recognizable.
Yeah, dude, that's a good looking beard.
It is.
And to cut it off, I'd be a nobody.
Right?
Your face would be naked. It's like I always tell him, I was like, every once in a while he wants to shave it all off, and I'm like, then your face will be naked and it'll be weird. And like I don't know what to make of that.
She doesn't like my chin, I don't think.
No, I don't like it when your face looks like it shouldn't look.
I got like a little butt crack right here and a scar right here, and she just doesn't like my chin.
No, I don't mind that. I just think it's weird when you're used to like for so long with somebody with like facial hair, and then they don't have it. It feels weird. Like I don't know. I don't like it. Weird.
I wouldn't even attempt to shave mine off. The last time I buzzed it down to like 1/8 of an inch, was probably 2006 or 2006, 2007. And I was going to clean shave it after that. I said, no way. I started growing it back immediately. I will never show my chin again. I have this little teeny tiny chin. It's not receded or anything. It's just tiny, or maybe it just seems that way to me because
after the big beard,
I haven't seen it in a long time.
Right.
Right.
No.
Yeah.
No, I'll keep it for a while longer. I don't know. Sometimes I feel like cutting it off, and then I know that I would regret it.
Yeah, but it grows back.
It does.
Unlike this up here, this stops growing back at some point.
Yeah, but when I shave it, then
well, you got more than I do on your head. See, what I could do is grow it long enough, and then I could just do a comb.
There you go.
Yeah,
Comb it all over.
that works.
Now we're talking.
I screwed it. Now it's no good. Ruined it.
That's good stuff.
That's right, John. I want him to look older than me, so he's got to have the beard and stuff. That's all part of my evil plan.
Well, it's not going to be hard for me to look older than you.
Because you are older than me.
And I look older than you.
I think it's slowed down now that we're in our 40s.
I used to have a baby face. When I was in my 30s,
he looked young.
I looked young.
Like even like when we got married. Wait, I gotta wait.
Oh no!
Yeah,
Oh
hold on.
no!
Hold on.
Oh.
I'm gonna go get a drink of water quick.
Hold on, I'll show
While
you.
he's doing that.
Let's see. Look at what a baby he was.
Oh man!
Second.
Oh,
He's ran
he
away.
went away.
He ran away.
I didn't want to see that.
He's scared of your baby face. This is when he had hair too.
I had more hair and
More hair.
less stomach.
Yeah. See, look how young he was.
Holy cow!
He was a baby. Total baby.
Yeah, I was a rock star.
He was.
Nice looking, a very nice looking couple.
I don't
Yeah,
know
what happened?
You're just an older, nicer
It
looking.
was all
couple.
downhill.
Oh man.
Yeah.
Yeah, her arms were smaller. She didn't really. I mean, she was healthy. You know, like she was healthy, but she didn't really get into working out hard until
After
Frankie was born.
Yeah.
And now she does not miss a workout.
Mhm.
Like this crazy chick over here takes like weights and stuff with us when we go on vacation
Yeah.
somewhere. It's crazy.
Yeah. Yeah. That's true. Maybe I'm weird. Speaking of which, I need to get to bed here soon.
Yeah.
Well, that's fine, man. That hour went so fast.
I
What a-
know.
that was a great time. I really enjoyed that, and so did
I
Tom.
did too.
Well, I guess if you have another channel, I have to have you come back again as that channel.
I know, right?
There we go.
There you go.
All right.
We'll do it again.
It would be nice to see what your first 6 months is like on your property and what you've developed and how far you've come with it.
I feel like we haven't done anything. We've been here a month exactly now.
We have not done a lot.
We have not done anything other than unpack.
I've done a lot of planning. I've spent a lot of time down at the pond
Exploring.
trying to figure out what I'm going to do with the pond. I've spent a lot of time out in the pastures figuring out where I'm going to put deer plots. And I was supposed to actually go pull some soil samples tonight, and I didn't. So I'm going to have to do that tomorrow. But yeah, I've been really trying hard not to build or do anything, but to really kind of focus on the planning so that the last thing I want to do is build something and say, man, I wish I'd have built that over there. You know,
it's good. It's good that you live in it.
Yeah.
Right.
See what you really want, because you don't
We
want
want to see like a couple big.
you don't want to have to redo something.
The water flows, that kind of stuff. Yeah.
But you got a nice big barn. I'm jealous.
Oh, workshop. We got to build the barn.
Yeah, that's
Nice
a
big
workshop
workshop.
with a big.
Oh, you get a big
roof
barn
that comes
too?
off the back.
Yeah.
Well,
I'm
see,
gonna
that's
make
what I
some
want.
barn, though.
That's what I want, is a shop that I can do woodworking and stuff like that, because that's really my passion. Would be not woodworking where you're sitting there planing and making everything perfect and stuff, but just fun stuff.
Yeah.
Linda, I have no idea how deep the pond is. I actually ordered some waders, and I'm going to get out there and
drown maybe in the middle. We don't know.
Just waders fill up and take some.
I bet it's only about four feet. So we'll see.
Watch it be like to the journey to the center of the earth, right in
Right.
the middle. Like,
Well, there could be a good 3 feet of settlement in there too. So
that's
you
true.
don't know what you're dealing with.
You'll be stuck in there in like quicksand, basically.
That
Hey,
is
Bill,
a beautiful pond.
send us a message. I just read that real quick. Gardening night on your channel. Looking for
That's up his alley.
Yeah, I mean,
not mine because I kill plants.
Send us a message. We'll take a look for sure.
Yeah.
You want that?
I'm not saying for sure we'll be on there. I'm just saying send us a message and we'll look at it for sure. but yeah, I love gardening, and
He's obsessed.
I'm definitely willing to have a discussion with you about that for sure.
Yeah. For sure.
Well, I hope you guys keep in touch with me. If you have any advice needed or anything like that on building, or you've done a lot of building yourself, haven't you?
Quite a bit. I mean, I was a carpenter in a past life, and I did a lot.
Never mind.
When I was a young man, and I've done. I did a lot of projects, a lot of building at the last property. So I was also younger. So I'm going to be doing a lot less of the 24-ounce waffle-headed Vaughn, and a lot more of the nail gun.
Yeah, he told me I have to buy him a nail gun.
Yeah, but whatever. I'll still be building projects.
Yeah.
So
be more careful with that air nailer than some of these other channels are with them. I see him nailing into it with somebody else on the other side. It's like, no, don't do that.
I never used a nail gun.
It doesn't take much for that nail to veer off and the other way.
Yeah, I never used a nail gun.
I was doing something and it shot and went. It was just a little brad nails, thank God, and it went right in my hand.
Yeah, I'll do it.
Gotta be careful.
Those things make me nervous.
Wow, I want to thank you guys so much for coming on, and it's been a joy.
Well, thanks for
talking
having us. We enjoyed it,
guys, and Papa enjoyed it. I know he did. I'm sure he's watching us still.
I
That's fun. Nice to meet him. I'm going to turn him back into a fisherman if we ever get up your way. I'll tell you that right now.
Is he going to hunt fish? Are you going to teach him to hunt fish?
I'm teaching him to hunt fish.
And crawl beds?
Yeah.
Well, you're out hunting lobsters. We got to do something.
Spearfish. That's sort of like hunting fish. He's going to go lobster spearing. I don't know.
He's going to go lobster hunting.
Yeah. Oh my goodness.
That's too funny.
I love it.
Well, Syd, this is way past your bedtime. I don't even know how you're doing it.
I got to get up in like 5 hours.
Oh no. Well, I'll let you guys go, and we can go out together. We'll just say our goodbyes.
I still have the pink. It's still there, Cindy. Cindy Brown saying, "Do you miss the pink in your hair?" I'm like, it's still there. It's just harder to see in this light.
Now, did you redo the pink, or is it the same pink and it just still there?
Oh, well, I redo it from time to time, but yeah, just that same spot is always pink. But some people just don't notice it sometimes. And
well, her hair's darker.
My hair's darker right now because that's a whole nother story.
Her new hairdresser was like, "You gonna be dark brown now, girlfriend."
This is my Mississippi
hair.
It's dark.
It's pink in your earliest videos, isn't it?
Yeah, I've kept this pink streak for years and years and years.
Is there a symbol? Does it stand for something? Like
just that I love pink, and I was at a place in my life where I could finally do something like that, and so I did, and then I just kept it. So,
it's nice. That's good. You look good with darker hair.
Well, thank you.
Lighter hair too, but I think you look good either way.
Well, thank you. It's
always fun.
So,
you guys
anyway, all right.
You guys have
wonderful having us on, and we had a good time. And please give your dad a big hug for me.
Yeah, I will. And I hope that to get to know you guys better.
What are you talking about? We're never going to talk to you again.
Well, you never know.
Oh gosh, no.
I got my live. I'm done. All righty. Well, thank you very much. Let's thank everybody in the chat for.
Hey, appreciate everybody that came by. Absolutely, we love you guys.
Thank you all the moderators, and we'll see you next week with 9 Acre Family Farms.
Yes.
Oh, and it was their anniversary today. I meant to say that. Did I?
Whose
It was
anniversary?
the anniversary today.
Whose
9 acres?
9-acre family farm.
Oh, awesome.
21 years.
Oh, nice.
They're all lovey-dovey, all over Facebook, and
Aw.
so
Right
12
on.
Stone Ranch is still in here. Have a
12
great evening. Cindy Brown's still in here. And Dale. Full blown country still in here.
Yarn
TJ Homestead.
Oh, Rebecca,
Homestead.
nice hearing about all the good work that you do as well. So
Yeah, Rebecca, I'm looking forward to having a follow up with you, and figure out how we can push that program
get some
forward.
yarn to her or something.
Absolutely.
Yeah. Okay.
And T&J, that's who made the soap, right? T&J made the soap that was on MT's channel.
Homesteads,
Yeah, we want to talk too. I want to check some of your soap out.
I'm gonna have to watch MT Homesteads over again because I was so.
I know. I only watched a little bit of it. Yeah.
But I ran it the whole time.
Yeah, Belt Loop 29. We'll follow up too.
You're gonna get 2 watches from me.
Right. Exactly. They're milking you for everything they can.
All right, you guys make sure you hit that thumbs up on the way out.
That's right.
Yes.
And,
All of them. And subscribe. If there's somebody here that isn't subscribed to Syd and Mike, the Crouch Ranch,
Us people.
make sure you do it.
Yeah.
Watch their videos and make it stick if you're going to do
That's
that.
right. We
Because
promise
if you just subscribe, YouTube will throw it out.
That's true.
hey, whether you like our videos or not, we're having fun making them. So
Yeah.
Your videos are good. You guys have good videos, and I'm really enjoying, especially when you guys started doing this trip and this transition that you're going through. And you've gotten a lot of subscribers in the last 2 months.
yeah, we've had a bit of a bump since we announced we were bouncing out of California.
Yeah.
Uh,
Sure.
Now, were you guys thinking about it when we were at Shoot Dang at that point, or is that still early?
I was kind of thinking about it, but he was not aware of that.
she came back from Shoot Dang and said, "You know what?
We didn't know
What if
yet.
we moved to Oklahoma?"
Yeah.
And that kind of started the conversation.
Yeah. 'Cause
Why
I
wouldn't-
just didn't think he would go for it, but then he did. So, but then we ended up in Mississippi. So I don't know.
Well, that's great. Well, if I do my tour, I hope that I can put you on my map.
100%.
100%. You just gotta bring your dad with you.
I've discussed that with MT Homestead and a couple of other people that I can't go to Pinecone Fest. It's right in the middle of harvest.
Oh, yeah.
But then it also depends. If they say that Shoot Dang Fest is going to be not too long from now, then it probably wouldn't be worth me.
Hey, we had David from Come On Homesteading here a couple weeks ago.
Yeah, he was like our first guest.
So yeah, I mean, 100%. If you're doing a tour, driving around, and you're going to be in our neck of the woods,
Yeah.
you're welcome here.
It's definitely something I want to do at some point anyway. I mean, it's my bucket list for sure.
Right on.
And not before I die, but before the next year is up or so.
Right.
So yeah,
We'll let you figure out how big the pond is. We'll
I want to go see Tree Haven and all kinds of people, and go to like the hub where MT Homestead is, and Robertson's Belly Acres, and
Oh, David announced today that he's doing YouTube full time.
Oh yeah.
he
Yeah.
did.
Oh, I missed his live. I actually talked to him
He
this
talked to him
morning,
today,
and I
so-
knew that was going to happen.
Yeah.
And then I was working, and
Yeah.
I missed his live. So, oops,
You'll have to
sorry.
go back and watch it.
I'll have to go back and rewatch it.
I know it.
Yeah.
Thank you
All
so
right,
much.
kids.
All right.
I better
I love doing this every week, and I can't wait to do the next week. I'm always thinking about it. You guys have a good evening.
You too. Thank you, everybody. Thank you,
Have a good night, y'all.
Brian.
Good night. Good night,
Bye.
everybody. Closing out now.